Welcome back, America. We're here with one of my favorite people, a real statesman, stateswoman, statesperson, Elise Stefanik of New York. Elise Stefanik, who would have been a fabulous ambassador to the UN. That said, Elise Stefanik, there you are holding hearings again with these reprobates who are serving as presidents of our institutions of higher learning, actually higher propaganda. And it amazes me what you're able to reveal in questioning these people, because I'll be honest with you, I watch these hearings and I don't get a lot out of them. You don't waste your time with the other members, do you? Especially the Democrats, who are basically throwing, peanuts at you and all that. You just focus like a laser on that witness in front. And these are smart people. They've been professors. They have PhDs through their ears and on, and you're pressing them. What did you learn last week when you were pressing them yet again?
Well, we had 3 university presidents from Haverford, from DePaul, from Cal Poly, and I couldn't even get beyond Haverford's president because her answers were so atrocious. And I'll tell you, Mark, you talk about those hearings. I actually didn't prepare the questions that I asked, but her answers were so abysmal that I just did follow-up after follow-up. So in the case of Haverford, there have been, like on many of these colleges and universities across the country, a skyrocketing of anti-Semitism on campus. And my focus was on their lack of disciplinary action. And again, she withered under the direct question, has any disciplinary action been taken against the anti-Semitic professors, against the pro-Hamas agitators that are harassing Jewish students? And question after question, she refused to answer yes or no. And what was also interesting, Mark, is we had a photograph that was taken of her talking points. And the talking points weren't zero tolerance for anti-Semitism, here's the disciplinary action. The talking points were so embarrassing that she worked on. It was a placard that said, think, look at placemat, show feeling, emotion. It's absurd. It's laughable that that's what these university presidents are relying on. We need strength and leadership, just like President Trump is showing in the Oval Office.
I've never seen an all-of-government effort, as we see under President Trump, to deal with these universities, to deal with the anti-Semitism, whether it's the funding sources overseas, like Qatar and Hamas and Communist China, whether it is the deportation of individuals who are really fronts for these terrorist organizations and so forth and so on. And yet you have people in Congress, the opposite party, who keep calling him Hitler and who keep suggesting that he's a bigot. What do you make of them?
Well, I tend to find that what Democrats accuse others are, and I would not use that rhetoric because it's so absurd, but they have refused to tackle this issue themselves. Not that long ago, we had Joe Biden as president of the United States, regardless of who was using the auto pen or not. We saw a fundamental lack of leadership from the Oval Office in holding these universities accountable. Talk about a shift. With President Trump in office, we are working hand in glove in ensuring these universities don't feel entitled to U.S. taxpayer dollars because they're not, Mark. If they are not protecting the civil rights of Jewish students on campus, they're not entitled to those dollars. In addition, we are increasing the accountability for foreign dollars flowing into U.S. universities. And you nailed it on the head. There are foreign dollars who are propping up these pro-Hamas agitators and encampments. There are foreign dollars flowing in from communist China that are funding Confucius Institutes. We are taking action after action to hold them accountable. But make no mistake, the earthquake hearing that happened with Harvard, MIT, and Penn presidents, 2 of which are now former presidents, that set off an earthquake. And I will tell you, this did not just happen in the last 2 years. This is decades of intellectual and academic decay in our once great higher ed institutions. We need to get back to academic excellence rather than training this next generation of far-left radical agitators. We need to focus on engineering, math, science, the classics, and instead they are training not the next generation of leaders, but the next generation of Marxists.
We'll be right back.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.